Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kris Kloss, and this is a very special episode of Extreme Memories. Where are you? Where are you? I'm right here. This is it. This is all you got, fans. I am the host. I want to thank you all for joining us. Once again, Extreme Memories, new episodes on the 15th and the 30th of every single month, right here on the Wrestling Chatter YouTube channel. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me say that again. Share this video and subscribe. Hit the bell, the notification button for updates again on the 15th and the 30th of every month. What am I doing here? What's going on? Well, I'll tell you guys, it's a big thank you very, very much, because on the last episode of Extreme Memories, we hit a milestone, the 50th episode of Extreme Memories right here. I want to thank everybody at the Wrestling Chatter YouTube channel. It's been awesome, and we invite you to continue on this awesome journey with us as we march into the future, because we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and we're going to be also keeping the tradition of what we've been doing all along. All the guests from past, present, and future XPW, we're going to see them on Extreme Memories, as we have been for the last 50 episodes, this being the 51st episode officially of Extreme Memories. We want to go back in time. We want to say thank you to all the guests, everybody that's been a part of Extreme Memories. I remember the first guest we had on. Hey, he was the guy that really was the nuts and bolts in many ways of XPW. Guest number one, it was all the way back in July 31st of 2020. And that, of course, was the anniversary of the very first ever XPW show, July 31st, 1999. Well, we kicked off here at the Wrestling Chatter YouTube channel. We kicked off here in Extreme Memories, paying homage to that date, July 31st of 2020, deep in the pandemic, not much to do. So this was an opportunity that became an awesome adventure. It was Kevin Kleinrock, yeah, Dorko dude himself. He was the first guest. It was a very informative, very interesting interview. Then from there, GQ Money, Ryan Katz, now of WWE fame. So we thank him. Chaos, the Rock Superstar, head of Santino Brothers Wrestling Academy. And we want to give a big shout out to everybody at Santino Brothers for all the great work they're doing. That was an awesome interview as well. Luke Hawx, hey, Mr. Hollywood, yeah, he was here. And then from there, ring crew guy Leroy. Angel, the hardcore homo. That's right. Well, that's what they used to call him. The Messiah. Hey, we want to thank Billy. So candid, so open. A long conversation with him, and really enjoyed that interview with him. And thank you, fans. That's got a ton of views, and we want to thank you for your support on that. Patrick Hernandez, senior official, XPW. He was here. Homeless Jimmy, one of the greats, one of the most over stars in XPW, and a good friend inside and outside the ring. Speaking of that, Crack. The Crack, that's right, as Rivera used to say. Chris Hamrick, he was here. Speaking of Rivera, oh, what an episode that was. Myself, Larry Rivera, a treat for me, and I think I can speak for him, a treat for him as well. The two of us getting together for the first time in a long time. Go check that episode out. Archive it, if you will. Oh, the very mysterious Tool. Yeah, we saw him unmasked. Gary Key, quite the legend here, especially in this region of the country. Vicious Vic Grimes, man. Talk about a guy who's turned his life around and is doing so much great work. And also want to thank him again. He doesn't grant many shoot interviews at all. Did it as a personal favor to me. So I want to thank Vicious Vic Grimes for that awesome interview. Mike Hartsfield. He, of course, is in the band Free Will, kind of the punk rock legend in this region of the country. But he was very hands-on behind the scenes in XPW. He was one of the guys instrumental for Freefall becoming what it was. A very interesting story if you archive his episode. Phenomenal Phil, one of the early birds in XPW. In the early days, talks about his journey through XPW and how he had to cut it short due to school, graduating college. But then he came back later on and shocked us all with his performance of Mr. McPhenom during XPW's days with Cold Day in Hell and XPW X, the 10-year anniversary. Vinny Massaro, yeah, that guy. Jake Lawless, the tall, cool one. We're going back to all the different eras, if you notice, of XPW. Sabu, another guy that doesn't grant too well. He does, but he did this again as a personal favor. So I want to thank Sabu. And on that episode, it was very special because we got to see, want to pay respect and good tributes to Sabu as Super Genie at the time, who was with Sabu, and that ended up being her last ever interview anywhere, along with Sabu on Xtreme Memories. Wantastico, that's right, Gabriel, or Larry Rivera #2, he was on here, and his tag team partner. Speaking of a guy that doesn't do too many shoot interviews, Pogo the Clown, man, intense in and out of the ring, but a good friend. Steve Rosano, that's right, the Gigolo. Carlito Montana, going back to the early days, once again, of XPW. Monchichi. Danny Ramirez, one of the greats, referee extraordinaire. Josh Lazy, of course, he was here. Guido, that guy, ring announcer Guido. And then one of our very interesting special episodes, I'm glad I got them to agree to it. It was Larry Rivera 1 and Larry Rivera 2. That's right. Larry Rivera and Wantastico, myself, the three of us on camera during that episode. Oh, Jasmine St. Clair was here. Yeah. Robbie Phoenix. Now we're going into some of the guys that their careers started in XPW as part of the Asylum, the training facility, the official training facility at the time of XPW. They were part of the Asylum, and they've done so much since. And then from there, fans, we had a very special episode. We all remember the Dark Side of the Ring on Vice TV, the very special XPW episode on the Dark Side of the Ring on Vice. Well, at the Wrestling Chatter YouTube channel, right when that show was completed, we went live right here on Xtreme Memories. And we want to thank all 10, 11 guests, whatever we had. If you want to see who was on that episode live, recorded live, check that out. It's archived as well. Mike Modest was on the show. Oh, Chronic, John Black of the West Siders. And of course, we pay tribute to the late, great Big Rod, a good friend, the other half of the West Siders. The stepdaddy himself, the stepfather, John Weber, was here. A fun interview. And then another very special episode. We said cheers to 2021, a full year of Xtreme Memories, a best of, if you will, compilation. Sexy Chino, another Asylum member. Pitbull #1 was on the show. Referee Eric Malikian from the days of Cold Day in Hell was here. King Fabiano, Rob Black himself, that's right, was on Xtreme Memories. Carnage from the Asylum, who's done so much. Oh snap, Mr. California was here. Oh, Veronica Kane made her presence known. Houston Curtis, the man who was the head of Big Vision Entertainment, who was the owner and operator at the time of XPW. He was also the guy who put out Wrestling Society X on MTV. I believe a very underrated episode on Xtreme Memories with Houston Curtis. Check that out. He was very instrumental, top of the pyramid, if you will, during those days involving XPW. The Necro Butcher was here. Oh, Matt Cross, one of the great ring technicians. And then Willie Mack was here, of course. And then, fans, another very special episode. We celebrated 2 years. I can't believe this. We're celebrating having surpassed 50 episodes on this episode, but we celebrated 2 years, July of 2020 all the way to July of 2022. That was a very special episode, looking at the intricacies of Xtreme Memories as well as the Wrestling Chatter. Joey Rico Dynamite. He, of course, has done so much since the Asylum. And shout out to him and Santino Brothers as well. Super Gabacho, another Asylum student that's done a lot. And then, like I said, the 50th episode of Xtreme Memories, we saw on here as a very special guest, Preston Ascott III. Well, what a ride this is, ladies and gentlemen. What an adventure Xtreme Memories has become. And I want to say thank you. This has been a blast, not only from the guests, but also you fans. And the journey continues, man. New episodes on the 15th and the 30th of every single month. Now, I'm here to drop a big bombshell. This episode is not just celebrating the fact that we've surpassed 50 episodes of Xtreme Memories, but I also want to share with you how this journey is going to continue into the future. Yes, we still will have guests. We still will have names from past, present, future of XPW. Well, future, I don't know how that's going to work, but past and present. But we are going to expand our horizons here, literally expand out of the studio. That's right. Xtreme Memories with yours truly, Kris Kloss, is going to take a trip back in time. And we're literally going to take a trip. We're going to drive the old car, and we will be visiting historic venues that XPW was held in. That's right. From the Reseda Country Club to maybe the location of where the LA Sports Arena used to be, to the Grand Olympic Auditorium, Birmingham High, Patriot Hall, call it what you want. Of course, the offices. There was an office in Van Nuys. There was an office in North Hollywood. The old XPW offices, I believe, are still standing the way they used to. Different venues, different areas, different locations. And we may even go to the Airtel Plaza. That was where Sabu Onita had that historic press conference that was broadcast not only here in the States, but all throughout Asia too, because of Onita. The list goes on, and there is a big list of places XPW has been. So we're going to be taking Xtreme Memories on the road, on location, to some of these historic venues and places that XPW was gracing their presence at the time. Like I said, it's been a blast, and it continues to be a blast right here on Xtreme Memories. I want to invite you fans too, now that you know the direction we're going, now that you know some of the new things we're going to be trying, please, by all means, drop your comments down below. Places that you would like to see us go, places that you think that maybe we missed, places that were important to you, not just to us. And drop your comments as well on what you've liked with the past 50 episodes, or what you think you would like to see, from guests to venues to locations. Xtreme Memories is doing it all, and we wouldn't be doing that without you folks out there. This is a hell of a ride, and we're going to continue riding in that fast lane, going back to the past and looking at the impact that XPW had on the fans, on the wrestling world. And again, thank you very much, and we'll see you down the road, literally. New episodes of Xtreme Memories, once again, as always, on the 15th and the 30th of every single month, right here on the Wrestling Chatter YouTube channel. We will see you on episode number 52. Until then, so long, and thank you, everybody.
Thank you for watching Xtreme Memories, hosted by Kris Kloss. He's dropping new episodes every month on the 15th and 30th. You can be the first to tune in by subscribing to the Wrestling Chatter channel right here on YouTube. See you next time.